This is my favourite ever product. Something about you makes me feel like a dangerous woman. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I hope you're good, I hope you're well. Welcome. First things first, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and join my family, my beautiful, beautiful family. We are ever growing. Secondly, give this video a big thumbs up because it's a good one. This week, I just thought, let's let Instagram decide what makeup I use. So yeah, I did a poll on my Instagram for each part of my makeup look and you guys chose this makeup look. Right, without further ado, let's get into the video. Here we go. Here's my face. You know what I really need to get, and it's a shock that I haven't got it. Oh my god. Sorry, I can see someone walking down the drive with a whole box of donuts. Got one for me. So I've already used soap, I've already done soap on my brows, which I'm actually going to be doing 5-minute makeup tutorials. You are going to see how I do soap brows, so just bear with me, okay? Because it's coming, it's coming. I'm going to start with my brows, essentially. So I thought the first product I'm going to ask people to pick is my brow product. So I had this or a L'Oreal pencil. Our collections just liked my picture. Yeah, so I said this or L'Oreal, but everyone chose this one, and this is the iconic brow cushion, and I'm so glad everyone chose this one because it's actually my go-to brow product. But essentially, it's a brow cushion. You've got one side that's slightly darker and one side that's lighter, and the great thing about this product is that you can do the kind of brush strokes, like the brow strokes, which I love. It also comes with its own spoolie. You literally do little strokes, and it just fills in so naturally your eyebrows. That's all I'm going to do with the eyebrows. I hope you can appreciate how nice that product is. I literally just start in the arch here, do little strokes, and then work the way out. We're going to start with our eyes. We're going to start with our base, and I gave everyone an option of concealer or P. Louise base, and everyone chose P. Louise base because quite frankly it's the best base. This shade is in the shade Rumour 1. So I'm just taking this on the Morale Beauty brushes, and I will link those down below because these are the ones I got gifted. And honestly, look at this brush. It's my eyebrow bit, bloody hell. Oh my god, also if you hear me, if I talk in Australian accent, it's because I'm literally obsessed. Married at first sight, Australia. Like, I'm borderline obsessed. Like, I feel like everyone needs to watch it. So the palette we're actually using today, as highly requested, so it's between this and Sample Beauty Dual Tone palette, and everyone chose this, and thank you so much. It is the Fiery palette by Beauty Bay. I just want to show you these colours because wowee, whoever says wowee, wowee, they're just beautiful. Like, thank you Bethan Lloyd for blessing me with this. I'm going to start with this Selfie Matte brown shade here. I'm going to take this on an angled brush. On MAC, I've gone on about it before, but it is the perfect angled brush. A pot of water down here, and I'll just dab that in there just to get it a little bit wet. The trick is with liner is to go from the outside of your eye. I'm going to explain this a little bit better in the 5-minute tutorial because there is a liner one coming, but that is the main thing. So start on the outside, draw a line from the outer corner, and then go about halfway in your lash line, so about here. Then just follow that line whilst looking down and draw out, and then building it up. So fill in. I always take this into my lash line also, just to kind of give that illusion of thicker lashes. Just keep going back and filling it in and going back and filling it in. So what I want you to do is grab kind of like a smaller brush. This is kind of like one that you'd use on your lower lash line. Then now it's the fun part. So you're going to stretch your eye out and just take that brush literally over where you've got that liner and you're smudging it. And as well, take the brush when you're doing it inwards. Just get a clean fluffy brush and just blend that. And just keep bringing that shadow inwards. I'm just going to go over again with the same brown, with the same little, oh, knocked you, the same little angled brush. Just take that down, make sure it really goes into that outer lash line, and blend again. Then I'm going to darken it, so I'm going to take this chocolate souffle colour here. I'm going to be using my Morale Beauty one, and this is the little angle brush here. Then once again you're going to go in and paint that liner on. It's really good at this point though, because you've got the other one as kind of like a reference. You see how that kind of creates that definition. I'm going to take a similar brush to before, and it's like a bullet brush. Kind of be a little bit more gentle this time and just kind of blend it. You don't want any harsh lines here. And then take that fluffy brush and blend it onto the outer arch of your eyebrow, and make sure you bring that colour quite high, because this gives the impression of bigger eyes. This is all just about building and building. Now we're going to go in with a black, so we're going to darken it even more, and I'm going to be taking this shade here, which is the domino effect here. It's just a beautiful black. So I'm going to literally do pretty much the same shape, and just make sure as well I always take it, like I said, into my lash line to kind of give that appearance of thicker lashes, and just keep blending, but be really gentle around that black shade, because it kind of can take off all your good work. But there we have the little bit of a base, and I'm just going to clean up around it using a cotton wool pad. I'm just going to grab another one, and if you just fold the cotton wool pad like that, then you can actually cut your liner pretty much by doing that. I'm just going to start by working on the inner corners now. This is where you get that definition of shape of the bigger eye. I'm going to take it in that first brown that we used, which is the lightest brown, that looks like this. So you're going to create that kind of circle shape and be really, really gentle with your brush. You see that there, you're already creating shape. Something so simple can literally just transform your eyes. It would work really, really well for hooded eyes, because you're getting that illusion of a bigger eyelid. Make sure it's really, really blended. I'm going to be using the P. Louise base again, but at this point, guys, like with either of these steps, you can use concealer. You don't have to have the P. Louise base. You start here, and the really good thing about this brush is that it kind of creates the cut for you. Bring it down towards your nose, so underneath that darker shadow. Then I'm just going to kind of dab that out and blend it in a little bit. I'm going to be taking this Nothing Else colour here. You essentially just want it the same shade as the base. Look at that. And on a really, really small little brush like this, I'm going to go slightly in with that slightly darker shade, which is that chocolate sea face, and not the black shade, but this the slightly darker shade, and just take that gently along where I've put the brown. I gave you the option of lash surge or telescopic. You all chose telescopic. It was a very close victory. The reason I love this mascara is it's got a really small plastic wand, and it's just never let me down. Right, for priming, we all selected, this was between the Nivea Men and the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and we all selected Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter because you know it, guys. You fucking know it. This is my favourite ever product. The two foundations I gave you the option, I gave the beautiful people of Instagram an option of, is the Collection Last Infection foundation or the Hourglass Vanish foundation. You all chose the Hourglass, and I'm here for it. I'm just going to take, this is the e.l.f. blending brush. I'm just going to do a cheek at a time because this shit dries really quickly. You need to kind of blend it in fairly quickly. Right, now moving on to contour. It was between Illamasqua and Fenty Matchsticks, but you all chose Fenty, which is actually my favourite. This is in the shade Amber. Always warm up the Fenty stick on your hands, guys. It's the best way to use it. I asked which blush you wanted, and you all chose the iconic sheer blush. You must know how much I love it. So here we go. I'm going to put that on while the contour is on, and just kind of blend those two together and work them up. I'm just going to take my concealer, and that's once again the Flip Me concealer. I'm just going to build on those blemishes. So I've got quite a few around my mouth, just because of fatigue mask life. Something about you makes me feel like a dangerous woman. I just filled my bronzer, and I gave you the option of Makeup Revolution Glow Bronzer or Beauty Bay Fawn Bronzer, and I absolutely love it, and you chose it, so thank you so much. I'm going to take that on a fluffy brush and just work that on top of where I've contoured. Now for powder, I just gave you two options of the Fit Me pressed powder or a loose powder. You all vote for loose powder, and I'm just going to be using the Fit Me loose powder. I'm just going to make sure I've got no crease in deep my eyes, and then take this little brush here, and this is once again by Morelli London, and just kind of pack that on. Always dab, never wipe. Now for the lower lash line, I'm literally just going to be taking lighter brown, just on the same brush as I used to blend it, which is like the pencil brush. Just taking that across my lower lash line, just blending it out. Then take a fluffy brush, whichever fluffy brush you want to use, and just blend that so you get kind of like a seamless blend there. For highlighter, I gave you the choice of Becca Cosmetics or Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighter, and you all chose Kilowatt. I love this highlighter. I haven't used it in such a long time, so I'm just going to take that from the high points and just kind of blend that into where my eyeshadow is. And lips wise, I didn't give anyone like the option of products. I just said pinky or nude or glossy or matte, and everyone chose nude and glossy, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start off with my Copper Brown liner by Maybelline. This is the Colour Sensational liner. By doing it this way and taking the darker colour on the outer part of your lips, you're actually giving your illusion once again of bigger lips and like plumper lips, so putting the lighter colour here. Right, then I'm going to take my Yash lipstick. This is the matte lipstick by MAC on the inner part of my lips. It's a beautiful nude. Lip gloss, we're obviously going to use our iconic London lip plumping gloss in the shade Nearly Nude, and this is just beautiful. Take that all across my lips. Pop a little bit more highlighter on. A little bit more highlighter here. So there you have it. There you go. That is the finished makeup look. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please let me know down below if you did. Honestly, I absolutely love this look. I think it's so easy to do. So please let me know if you do recreate this. Thank you to everyone who voted in the poll. That honestly means the world that you're getting involved and having a bit of say. I hope I didn't disappoint you. And keep your eyes peeled for those 5-minute makeup looks. I love you all so much. Have the best Wednesday.